Hi, I'm Ramya Parasa from Tax Accounting in Adelaide, and I'm just going to talk to you about why I think one of the unknown secrets is about why you should have a self-managed super fund and why a lot of people get so much success from it. I think it's a little bit of a little known fact, but I'm just going to share this. So firstly, just a bit of background, you can have two types of superannuation basically. You can have one which is managed for you. Most people have got one of those. Your employer or yourself contributes to it. Usually in a large organisation, you've probably heard many around, and they manage your super fund, and you can choose your investment sort of profile from low risk to high risk, I guess. Got a little bit of an input into what they do, but generally they just do it all for you, send you an annual statement and how it's going. And you can call them if you need to ever do anything like take money out or change or whatever. Like that. Or there's another option called self-managed super fund, which is a way of taking it out of your industry or retail fund, and you take the money into your check account and you invest it into investments that are wonderful for your future. So a lot more people are taking up self-managed super funds. The growth in self-managed super funds is certainly there. I'm not going to name figures and quote. If you want to do your own research, definitely on the growth. So many of them, in fact, they're 99% of super funds in Australia. Obviously, the big ones are probably the 1% that can handle the retail worker industry super funds. And no doubt that some of those big super funds are guardians of big super amounts, super wealth too. I just want to go with, in my experience, most people with normal super funds barely know how much super they've actually got in their super, and they barely know much about the insurances on it or the type of investment portfolio, even who it's going to in case they die. They've got a nominated beneficiary, it's called. And also, they don't really sometimes check if all the amounts are going in from their employers, and of course how it's returning and what sort of returns it's getting. But in self-managed super fund, you're managing it yourself, so you're really involved, and you betcha you'll know how much is in it when you're managing it yourself. I think it's a bit like when you're a kid and you've got a money box and you shake your money box and you like to count your money box and you're involved with it. I think having a self-managed super fund, I call it having the money box, a money box for adults, I call it. The passion becomes more alive and more involved in it. The desire to create wealth is stronger than the normal super fund. And that's why the reason why is you're running it. You know where you put your investments, and you're eager to see the outcome of your investments and whatnot. And running it yourself is much more fun, and obviously I think get much better results than self-ownership, and just because of this fact, because they're running it themselves, and it's much more than just getting an annual statement from your normal super fund, not being involved in it. So you have the right address of the statement, and you can check out how it's been going. Yeah, in my experience, the active management of people's self-managed super fund is the key to growing a bigger super balance and hence creating more wealth. So, self-managed super fund, all you need to do is utilize compound interest, regular contributions to retire with wonderful nest egg, and it's going to be going to give you some tax benefits along the way because you can get tax deductions for putting money into super, of course. And it's also in a really low tax environment as well. So if you put a lot of money into your retirement, it's in a low tax environment, which is fantastic too. So yeah, that's the key. If you want to take one, because you're actively managing it yourself, self-managed super funds, I believe get much more uh, return and involvement and passion And that's why I think they're much more successful than a normal industry retail superannuation fund. However, I do want to qualify this, make sure you look into this before you jump in. If you are looking to start a self-managed super fund, speak to us and we can refer you to the right advice. Or if you're just looking for someone, you've already got a self-managed super fund and you're loving it, but you just want a little bit more from the self-managed super fund accountant, we would love to meet you as well. So, yeah, I'm Rainer from Tax Accounting Online. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.